So recently I came across a tool called CodeRabbit, which is basically an AI-powered code review assistant that integrates with platforms like GitHub and provides line-by-line feedback on pull requests. The idea is pretty simple but extremely powerful. Whenever you open a pull request, an AI automatically reviews your code and leaves comments suggesting improvements, pointing out bugs, and highlighting potential issues. But just like most AI tools today, the free version is quite limited, and the full functionality requires a paid subscription. So I did what most developers would do when they see a cool product. I tried building it myself. But this time, instead of writing hundreds of lines of code, we are going to build this entire system using n8n, which is a powerful workflow automation platform. So let's get started. We first need to set up n8n. You basically have two options. The first option is running it locally on your computer using a simple command, which is great if you just want to experiment with it or quickly test some workflows. However, if you want your automation to actually run in the background and be available 24/7, then you will eventually need to host it somewhere. You can host it using n8n Cloud, which is the official managed hosting platform. But personally, I found it a little expensive, since the pricing starts around $20 per month, and it can increase depending on how much automation you use. On top of that, setting up n8n from scratch on a server can sometimes be a bit complex if you're not familiar with server configuration. So if you want something that is cheaper and much easier to set up, you can use Hostinger, which is also the sponsor of today's video. So what you need to do is click the first link in the description, which will take you directly to Hostinger's n8n self-hosting page. If you scroll down to the pricing section, you will see that the plans are actually very affordable compared to n8n Cloud. But pricing is not the only advantage here. When you self-host n8n on a VPS from Hostinger, you get unlimited workflows, full ownership over your data, and predictable pricing because you are not paying based on usage. Another big advantage is that Hostinger provides a one-click setup, so you can get your n8n instance running in just a few minutes without dealing with complicated installation steps. For this tutorial, I recommend choosing the KVM2 plan, which is the most popular option and provides enough resources to comfortably run multiple workflows. Once you select the plan, you will be taken to the checkout page where you can choose the billing period. Usually selecting 12 or 24 months gives you the best value. If you scroll down further, you will be able to choose the server region, and in the operating system section you will notice that n8n is already pre-selected. And by the way, if you want an additional discount, you can use my coupon code TheCodingKoala10 to get an extra 10% off. After that, you simply create an account if you do not already have one, enter your payment information, and complete the checkout. Once your payment is complete, you will be redirected to the VPS setup page where you need to enter a root password for your server. After a few moments, your VPS will be ready and you should see it appear inside your Hostinger dashboard. And that is basically it. Now we can finally focus on the interesting part, building our workflow. Once your VPS is ready, simply click Manage App, create your n8n account if you do not already have one, and you should be taken to the dashboard. Inside the dashboard, you generally have two options when creating workflows. You can either start completely from scratch, or you can use an existing template that someone else has already created. In fact, for this AI GitHub code review, we will also start from an existing template and then customize it according to our needs. So let's go ahead and import the template. You can either import it directly into your instance or copy the template to your clipboard and paste it into your workflow editor. I will go with the clipboard option. Now we can start working on our workflow. Let's start with the first node. The first node is the GitHub trigger, which basically listens for events happening in your GitHub repository. To configure it, simply double-click the node and create new credentials. You will see two options for connecting your GitHub account. I will use the OAuth 2 option. To get the required credentials, go to your GitHub settings, scroll down to Developer Settings, open OAuth Apps, and create a new OAuth application. Give it a name, and for the callback URL, you simply copy the redirect URL provided by n8n and paste it there. After registering the application, GitHub will generate a client ID, and you can also create a client secret. Copy both of these values and paste them into the credential fields inside n8n. Then click Connect and authorize the application. Once connected, you simply enter the repository owner and repository name, and make sure the event type is set to pull request. Now the workflow will automatically listen for pull requests created in that repository. The next node in our workflow is responsible for retrieving the file differences from the pull request. Whenever a pull request is created, there are changes between the old code and the new code, and this node fetches those changes so that our AI can analyze them. After that, we have a JavaScript node called createTargetPrompt. This node prepares the prompt that will be sent to the AI model. Inside the code, you will see a variable called userMessage, which contains the instructions for the AI. The nice thing is that you can customize this prompt however you want, depending on how strict or detailed you want the code review to be. Next comes the code review agent node, which is responsible for actually sending the request to the AI model. The template originally connects to an OpenAI model and also uses Google Sheets for coding guidelines. But for this tutorial, we will use the Google Gemini model. So we can remove the Google Sheets node and replace the OpenAI model with a Gemini chat model. All you need to do is paste your Gemini API key, and now Gemini will handle the code review. At this point, our workflow already does most of the heavy lifting. It listens for pull requests, retrieves the changed code, creates a prompt, and sends it to the AI for analysis. Now we just need to post the results back to GitHub. The next node is called GitHub Robot, and this node is responsible for posting comments directly on the pull request. Once again, we use the GitHub credentials we configured earlier, enter the repository details, and select the comment event type. Finally, we have one last GitHub node that adds a label to identify that the comment was generated by our AI reviewer. Double-click on it and fill in the same info as before, and you can also edit the label as you wish. And that is it. Our workflow is now complete. Before we test, let's first publish our workflow. Just click Publish at the top, give it a name, and that's it. Now let's test it. I'm using a repository called Quizify, which is basically an AI quiz generator project. To test our workflow, I will intentionally add some bad code so that the AI has something to criticize. Before pushing the changes, make sure you create a separate branch so that you can open a pull request. Once the branch is pushed, we create the pull request. Now if everything is configured correctly, our workflow should trigger automatically. And as you can see, the AI has already analyzed the code and started leaving comments directly on the pull request. Every time you open a new PR in the future, this workflow will automatically run and review your code. You can also check the execution logs inside n8n to see that the workflow ran successfully. So yeah, that is basically how you can build your own AI GitHub code reviewer using n8n, hosted on Hostinger, and automate code reviews in just a few minutes. And the cool part is that this is only scratching the surface of what you can build with n8n. Once you start experimenting with it, you can automate everything from deployment pipelines to AI agents and productivity workflows. So that was it for this video. Thanks to Hostinger for sponsoring this video, and make sure you guys check it out. If you found this video helpful, make sure to like, share, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.